Welcome to YouTube 5 Minutes.
Hello YouTube 5 Minutes viewers. It's a pleasure to be here today and share my story with all of you. My name is Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin, and today, I'll be giving you an inside look into my life, my career, and my experiences as the President of Russia. But first, let me remind you that YouTube 5 Minutes has some fantastic new merchandise in their shop, so don't forget to check it out. I was born on October 7, 1952, in Leningrad, now known as St. Petersburg. I come from a working-class family, with my father serving in the Soviet Navy and my mother working as a factory worker. Despite our humble beginnings, my parents instilled in me the importance of discipline and hard work. Speaking of discipline, you know what's not disciplined? Bears on unicycles. But let's not get into Russian stereotypes, shall we? Growing up, I developed a strong interest in martial arts, specifically judo and sambo. I began practicing judo at the age of 12 and went on to become a national champion. I guess you could say I've always had a knack for throwing myself into things. Jokes aside, martial arts played a significant role in shaping my character, teaching me the values of perseverance and determination. After completing my education at Leningrad State University, where I studied law, I joined the Soviet Union Security Agency, the KGB, in 1975. My work with the KGB took me to East Germany, where I served as a foreign intelligence officer. Now, you might be thinking, a spy? How mysterious and exciting. But let me tell you, it was not as glamorous as it sounds. I spent many hours hunched over a desk, analyzing intelligence reports. And the closest I got to a shaken, not stirred, martini was probably a lukewarm cup of coffee. In 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed, and I returned to Leningrad, now renamed St. Petersburg. I began my career in politics, serving as the mayor's deputy and later, as the head of the city's External Relations Committee. In 1996, I moved to Moscow and quickly climbed the ranks, serving in various high-level government positions. By 1999, I was appointed Prime Minister by then-President Boris Yeltsin. A few months later, Yeltsin surprisingly resigned, and I became the acting president. Talk about a whirlwind, right? The year 2000 saw me elected as president, serving 2 consecutive terms until 2008. During that time, I focused on reviving Russia's economy, strengthening our military, and re-establishing our presence on the global stage. After my second term ended, I served as Prime Minister under President Dmitry Medvedev from 2008 to 2012. You could say I have a knack for Putin myself in the right places at the right time. Yes, I know, the puns are strong with me. In 2012, I was elected president once again, and I am currently serving my 4th term. My tenure as president has been marked by various domestic and international challenges, such as the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and our relationships with the United States and European Union. Throughout my career, I've focused on ensuring Russia's stability, prosperity, and national pride. I believe in the importance of a strong leader who can guide the nation through difficult times. And as a leader, I've always made it a point to stay active and involved, even in my personal life. I enjoy outdoor activities such as horseback riding, fishing, and hunting. I've even been known to take a dip in Siberia's icy waters from time to time. After all, you know what they say, cold as ice, but twice as nice. I also have a deep love for animals, especially my dogs. They say dogs are a man's best friend, and I couldn't agree more. In the realm of international politics, I've had my fair share of ups and downs. I've been a part of numerous summits, negotiations, and diplomatic efforts to address various global issues. Of course, not everyone agrees with my methods or policies, but as a leader, I've learned that it's impossible to please everyone. Just like in judo, sometimes you need to use your opponent's force against them to achieve your goals. One of my most significant achievements has been Russia's economic recovery after the 1998 financial crisis. Through a combination of financial reforms, increasing oil prices, and my government's efforts, Russia's economy rebounded, and our standard of living improved. The critics might say that I was just Putin on a show, but the results speak for themselves. In recent years, I've faced challenges related to domestic politics, including opposition protests and allegations of corruption. However, I maintain my commitment to ensuring Russia's stability and prosperity, even in the face of adversity. The key to overcoming these obstacles is to stay grounded, focused, and dedicated to the people and the nation. Now, before I wrap up, I'd like to remind you once again about the fantastic new merchandise available at YouTube 5 Minutes Shop. You know, I've been thinking, maybe I should get myself one of those shirts. A strong leader needs a strong wardrobe, after all. So, head over to their shop and check it out. In conclusion, my life and career have been a journey full of challenges, triumphs, and growth. From my humble beginnings in Leningrad to my position as President of Russia, I've always been driven by a sense of duty, patriotism, and the desire to serve my country. I hope that sharing my story with you today has given you a deeper understanding of who I am and what I stand for. Thank you for joining me on this YouTube 5 Minutes special, and I hope you've enjoyed getting to know me a little better. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content. Until next time, goodbye, and take care.